What's up guys, my name's Bryan, I guess if you didn't know that, and this video, I guess maybe it's a video series, I don't really know exactly how I'm going to do it. But basically I am making this for two reasons. One is I just got this new camera, so this is recording on a Panasonic GH5. The second reason is I wanted to make phone apps for a little while, and I figured why not just document the process of me trying to learn how to do this. Haven't done any programming in Dart before, and I'm going to be making this in Flutter. I have done around 8 to 10 hours. That's pretty generous, even probably less than that, of just like self-paced learning. I have a Udemy course that I bought, and I tried to follow along with that, but it's pretty boring, so I figured I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it and track the progress, I guess. So I'm here in Orlando just visiting, kind of just for vacation, and I don't really have a desk, but this will be the workstation, which is just my dining room. As a quick status update, it's 3:22. I guess here on my development computer, I'll show you what I've been up to. I found out that this Cupertino app doesn't limit itself to iOS devices, so it actually works on Android too, which is pretty cool. I've downloaded this audio player package from pub.dev, and I think that's what I'm going to be using. I'm basically just going to be having a button that just plays one file right now on my app. If I could do that today, I'd be pretty happy. So on this computer, which is the computer that has Logic, I just bounced an audio MP3 file of just a C3. So the next step, I think, is for me to try and add this to the assets folder in here, and then just have a button that when you tap it, it plays C3. It's now 4:46. I have made some pretty significant progress, I'm not gonna lie, pretty stoked. So I'll show you what I've done in the last, I guess it feels like it's been like 4 hours, but it's probably only been like 3. So what we have here is just a single button, and then if you push it, I'm gonna turn it up. Push it, it'll play the reference tone, which is the C. And baby steps, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about that since I've never played any local files before, so I would say this is pretty monumental. I'm gonna go ahead and push it to my GitHub. So it's 5:37 now. I actually ended up working on it for a lot longer than I expected, and I'm pretty hungry, so I'm definitely stopping now. But to show you where I'm at, I have finished moving this button down to the bottom. I don't know if that was already there before, and then I've added these 4 buttons, which will be like the multiple choice options for when you hear a tone, you would click one of these to see whichever one matches. I haven't figured out how to get them centered and to stretch. I also don't like how you can't see the outline of each button, but I mean, stylistic things like that are just really annoying since I just don't know how to use Flutter that well at the moment. But I think that's something that will just come with time. So I'm stopping for the day now. It's 11:11. Make a wish. And I really just wish this looked better. But this is where we're at the end of day 1. So this thing still works. And I've changed it to the correct octave. So I've made these its own object. I haven't set up their constructor to allow passing in the different, values for each. I guess I'm calling them answer choice widgets. So that's something that I need to do in the future. Right now, they're just the same thing over and over. And this is the general layout. This is going to be the button here. I need to set the app to respond to dark mode and light mode for the text, because it says play new tone, but it doesn't even show up when it's in dark mode. So that's something I'm going to have to figure out tomorrow. So I don't know, whatever. It's pretty clear that I've made decent progress, but I definitely need to make a lot more progress to finish this, since I've done basically none of the logic so far. All I've done is just UI stuff, and the UI doesn't even look good. So signing off, and I'll check in presumably the next day that I'm working on this. Today I'm mostly going to focus on implementing the logic a little bit more. I still haven't figured out how I want to separate the different classes and different files, so I'll keep you guys updated. End of day 2, I'll show you what I've done. Honestly, not much, because these are randomly generated. So I need to randomly select one of these randomly generated options and pass that text to this widget here, and then so that way, you know, one of the options is always being played.